Welcome back into HSN. I'm Shannon Smith. Now, if you are still calling on your Highgate Manor Sheet Today special, please do not hang up. Most of the fashion colors are already almost gone. We're in the hundreds remaining on your favorite color, on the cerulean blue, on the plum, on the fern. So don't hang up before we raise that price to almost $100. But if you've ever seen me in a linen show, you know very well, I'm kind of the queen of feather beds. I have had, multiple surgeries. I've got back issues, shoulder issues. And while a feather bed is not a medical product, and we know that individual results are going to vary, I can tell you from my own experience, I would not be getting any sleep just because of physical discomfort and challenges with regard to my sleep if I did not have a feather bed. And because they know I love feather beds, they are doing this for my hour for the next 25 minutes. We are cutting the price for the next 25 minutes. And we are giving you 4 flex pays for the next 20 minutes only. And guess what? If you got that today's special and maybe a set of pillowcases, chances are you've already fulfilled your shipping obligation of $6.95. And that means we could be sending this to you basically for free. So my friend, Miss Ellen Bunner, is back. And oh, let me just show you the quantity left. We have only 1,000 of these. So actually, they were going to allocate about 15 minutes for this. It's not going to make 15 minutes. I'm saying like 10 minutes or sellout. So, Steve, real quickly, in the California King, how many of these do we have remaining? And then I'll turn Ellen loose here. In the California King, we have 50. Okay. If you want the twin, we have 50.
Oh, my God.
If you want the King, we have only 100. Full, we have 100. And the remaining quantities are in the Queen, but that's only a couple hundred of the Queen. And this is the one that I'm bananas about. It's a lot loftier. It's bigger than the one I have at home. Seriously.
It is. When I was looking at you introduce it, I was thinking, do not adjust your television.
I know, right?
This is not a mattress.
I know.
This is a feather bed. It honestly is the size.
Ellen's not kidding.
I'm not kidding. If you see this, and you know what I was thinking, Shannon?
Huh?
I was thinking of dorm beds when I looked at this, and I was thinking, you know what? This is probably double the size of a lot of those dorm mattresses.
Oh, yeah, no.
Have you sent someone to college?
I remember there was like an inch or two.
Exactly.
I mean, literally like,
This is 6 inches. Look at that. You have a 6-inch gusset on the side. So this is by far the largest feather bed that we've ever done. And if you've ever seen Shannon and I sell a feather bed together before, we both truly love selling feather beds.
You don't even know. It's so funny because when I see Ellen, I don't even care if a feather bed's in the show. We're talking feather beds. I mean, I am some gangbusters.
If they don't give us a feather bed, we're still going to talk about feather beds.
And here's the thing. When we say first come, first serve, we're going to show you that quantity left one more time, because if you are not taking action now, there are 1,000 and 1,000 only. Now, here's the problem with that quantity left. It does not take into account the hundreds of people who are joining us in the various forms of ordering. So basically, that means we've got only 500 remaining if every single person is only getting one of these. And chances are you've fulfilled your shipping obligation if you've been shopping today. Can you imagine getting this, for free shipping?
When you get this home, this is a queen size. And I just to give you an idea of the size of this, I just want to look. I want you to see this.
Oh, my Lord.
Do you see this?
You spend more for pillow than you're spending on the feather bed.
Exactly.
You do.
And you look at it, this is the depth of a pillow, and it's covering your entire bed. And keep in mind, I mean, it's not just the twin size at such a great value. It's any size. So if you have that King or California King, the feathers that are in this, the size of the box that you're going to get.
It's
insane.
The
shipping is already incredible because this is such a game changer on your bed. She and I talk about it all the time. What a difference it's made for her. What a difference for me. The first time I slept on one was in New York. It's probably been 10 years ago, and I have never not had one on my mattress. Never. Because I love it so much.
I've got an air and a spare. I mean, seriously, I've got an extra one, when I rotate them out. I mean, and by the way, your today's special sheet set will accommodate this.
With that deep pocket.
So with that deep pocket. only mistake you can make is by not at least giving this a try. If you have someone who's going off to college, Ellen's absolutely right. First and foremost, you're not quite sure where those dorm mattresses have been. You definitely want to give them a better performance in college. And you know, sleep is paramount with that. You cannot put a price on a good night's sleep. Any new mom certainly knows that. Or if you do have physical discomfort or challenges like I do, certainly this is not a medical product. However, if you have issues with certain pressure points on your body like I do, my back, my neck, my shoulders, I have problems with my hips. I broke a hip a couple of years ago, my knees. This cradles and caresses your body in comfort. It is literally like sleeping on a cloud. It's the most amazing feeling. And even if you have one of those mattresses that you spent thousands of dollars on, they can't do what this does. This will only augment and make that better. Maybe you've got a I'm really due for a new mattress right now. I just don't have the money. So I can tell you for a fact, I wouldn't be sleeping at all if I didn't have my Featherbed.
Oh, it's so true. You know, if you, the really obvious one is when you get home and you put it on your bed and then you take it off.
Yes.
And the difference is huge.
Absolutely
and I
right.
want to point out a couple things on this. If you've priced Featherbeds, the difference is in this. First of all, it's 100% cotton cover. And I'm so proud of that today for a foundation piece.
Yeah.
You've been talking about awesome cotton all day. If you've got those Egyptian cotton sheets, this is the perfect Featherbed to put underneath it because it will breathe. It is box quilted and constructed, so you do have sewn in walls of fabric to keep all of the feathers evenly distributed from head to toe, from side to side, so you're going to get support on every part of your body. And remember, the biggest difference in this one is size. You can go online right now and you can find this price point on a Featherbed that's 2 or 3 inches in depth. This is 6 inches. This is the largest that we carry. This will not, every time I do a Featherbed show with Shannon, they're gone in minutes because you just can't find these in the market.
No.
And they are, there's
not
a reason why over hundreds of years people have slept on
which, by
Featherbeds.
the way, on any size, okay?
Any size.
On any size. So here's what's happening. We are saying 4 minutes or sellout. You can see how many have sold. I would love for you to see how few of these remain. And remember, the only caveat on this is, with basically the last 800, we have almost that many people joining us in the various forms of ordering. So it may or may not make the clock. Grab it, get it, try it. I also want to point out, and I know you can see that actually it'll be rotating at the bottom of your screen. Just so you're aware, that price reduction is good for this hour. That flex pay is good for this hour. So when you see Vanna Bell, she's coming up with a fantastic today's special. In fact, Helen Keeney, who you all know and love with our 10 faves, she's going to be my partner in crime tonight. She's going to be, we're playing tag team. She's coming out at 1 o'clock because we both love this iron. You will not be able to get this for basically a $20 bill. They did that for me, for you, for this hour. And if there was ever a day to try a Featherbed, you do realize this is as good as it gets from us.
It is.
The Featherbed that I have on my bed at home, and I know I spent about $100. I want to say it was like $89.99 as a show host. It's a 3-inch Featherbed.
That's what mine is too.
It's a 3-inch. And
that's why I see this one and I'm thinking, I think it's time to upgrade.
I know, right?
This is incredible.
I mean, you look at this and you go, oh, wait a minute.
It really is amazing.
Hello.
And you think about whatever mattress, whether it's your room, your guest room, your fold-out sofa. This has white duck feathers in it, which we love because it's a natural little spring system underneath your body. So you've got that volume, that loft, that support. At the same time, you get breathability.
Yes.
You get temperature regulation.
That's
because
why I love it.
This gives you that breathability in the summer, and in the winter you can nest down in this. It really does help keep your body temperature at that even point. And at the same time, you can get this home and sleep on it for $20. And I think that's the biggest thing, because if you've never tried one and you're curious, this is the one to try.
This is the one to try. And we see you there. I know we may not make the duration of the clock. We just went from 800 down to only 600. So, Steve, I'll do a quick quantity update. 10 left in the California King. If you want the King, there are only 40 remaining. In the Queen, we have the last 300 or 400. That's it. In the Full, we have 100. And the Twin, we have only 20.
Oh, my gosh.
Only 20. So think those bunk beds. You know, think the dormitory, RV, camper, inflatable bed. People, because we're coming into the season where you're going to have more company.
It's true.
You know,
there's no better way to turn your home into a bed and breakfast type home than with this.
Absolutely.
This will really change your bed. It will change the feel. And you know where I notice it the most is when I first get into bed.
No,
I think that's the most important time, when you first get into bed, being able to fall asleep quickly. This just fills all the curtains curves of your body.
Does.
You find you don't toss and turn as much because this just envelops you. Think about when your head hits the pillow and it just completely envelops your head and your neck and your shoulders. This does that for your entire body.
Heaven, heaven, heaven. And I mean, and that's just it. No matter what your comfort challenges are. Obviously, this is not a medical product. However, for me, you know, as someone who broke a hip a few years ago, I mean, whether it's my hip, whether it's my knees, whether it's my back, whether it's my neck, you know, maybe you're going through the later stages of a pregnancy or you're spending more time in bed because, you know, you're recovering from a surgery. You want that time to be productive. You want it to be your ultimate, or certainly your most optimum and most comfortable best. This is your best night's sleep. And remember, it is also going to augment, it makes your mattress better. Even if you have one of those memory foam mattresses that sell for thousands of dollars, or maybe you've got a mattress that's ready to be replaced like mine, but you just don't have the finances, you don't have the money to do it, this is your solution. And even whether it's a new mattress or an old mattress, this makes your sleep better. And you know the other thing I like, Ellen, and I know this is true for anyone who's tried this bed, it's from the first night. It's not like one of those things. You know, sometimes you get a new pillow
and it's like
you have to kind of get used to it and break it in.
You're right. It's the first night.
Yes.
You'll know whether or not this is for you after one night. You won't need 30 days, but you'll be so glad that you took the chance and tried this out, because there's a reason why. I mean, over 10 years, I'm telling you, I have, you know, my mattress pad over it, but this has been on my bed. And mine's not even near this many feathers.
I have to give you a quick quantity update. California King, gone. The twin is gone. The full, I believe, no, the king will be the next. King will be the next, and then I believe full. So king and full are kind of tied in the dozens remaining. And remember, chances are with now fewer than 400, we actually have more people calling than we do have quantities remain. I always have to concentrate and focus on trying to keep myself calm when we have a featherbed, and that's no joke, because I know if you've seen me on the air before, you can always tell it's like, she loves this product. I mean, that's not manufactured. That's just the way I am. If you would have seen me out and about last night, I'll leave it at that. You never have to guess with me. I'll leave it at that. So
that's why we love you.
You know, it's like you never have to guess. But I'm just so supremely happy that you're trying a featherbed. Just because I know, Ellen, for me, before my grandmother passed, I got her a featherbed. I got my mom a featherbed. They both have such severe arthritis that, you know, they love it.